Hey friends! So I wanted to let you know that later I'm going to be making a video about quantum leaping, quantum jumping, whatever you want to call it. So I wanted to give you, just some back information about it. And let me tell you, whoever this is going to resonate with, take it, babe. Like, please take the words I'm saying and you know what I mean? Like, just let them sink in. So we hear so many different things about quantum leaping, right? And I want to say the biggest thing that I heard, like the most common piece of advice, rule, whatever you want to call it, is that you want to start embodying, the life that you're trying to jump into, the person, whatever. So a few months ago, let's say we're in April now, right? So in November, it got into my head, I want to say, like, yeah, you know what? Screw this. I'm done with this life. I am ready to get out of this. Like, I paid my dues. I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm going to quantum leap. So I knew that what I wanted to do was find out more, start getting my energy ready, right? Because I'm big on energy. It's kind of where a lot of stuff started for me, like that's what I do. And when I meditate, I work with energy. I understand the energy around us. Like, I love energy. But yeah, so it was around that time I was like, all right, I want to save up more energy to make this happen. Like, I want to boost this jump. Like, let's say it's a rocket ship, baby. I got to fuel that shit to fudge up. You know what I mean? So, let me tell you about my excuses. This, right? But it's like, essentially sum it up maybe for you. Don't take me Google the word, all right? But essentially what I was doing was I was stopping things to let that where my energy flowed, right? Your attention goes where your energy flows. So for instance, for me, it wasn't necessarily just the caffeine, right? It was coffee. When I tell you, like, my shit with coffee was bonkers. My coffee is never just a coffee. It's got espresso in it. And like, if I was lucky, it's just one espresso, like, no, if you know me and you're listening to me, you're sitting there saying, oh yeah, Dane and her nasty coffee. Because nobody liked that shit. Like, you take a sip of it and it's like but it was a problem for me, and I'm drinking a coffee like that coffee, with all of that caffeine in it in the morning. And then by the time the afternoon, nighttime comes around, I'll feel like I'm like dragging or something, and it's like I made coffee like a god. Like, oh, I need to get another coffee. I need coffee. I can't keep going. Dishes won't get done, like the house is a mess because I'm like, I have no coffee. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? And the thing about me is, backstory on all the other stuff coming one day, but I like to be my best mate. I don't like anything to have control over me. So for instance, it's like, yeah, this coffee is controlling me. Yeah, F you, coffee, you gotta go. You know what I mean? So it was like something I had been ready for. So I nixed off the coffee, alcohol. I already had something going, and this is where I wanted to really sum it up and let you know this is what I'm talking about, right? I had this one other huge thing: celibacy. When I realized, yeah, I'm gonna take this quantum leap, bro, I was on 4 years. Like, I was on almost 4 years already when I had decided that. And not until I took my jump the other day and had it really written out did it hit me. Like, I'm like, I thought I was gonna take this jump, and this was just a coincidence. It was not a coincidence. And when I think about it, when the celibacy thing happened too, I literally said that as like in like an energy way too. You know what I mean? Like, this is all my goodness. You know what I mean? I don't want to give it to somebody that can't satisfy me, but then mentally stimulated, or vice versa. And that was what was happening. Like, if I was satisfied, the person was not doing anything for me mentally. And it's like, well, I'm just wasting myself, you know? And I didn't want to do that. So then I'm like, I'm saving all this energy for when my person comes, right? And I'm telling you, person, when you're here, we're going to have a lot of fun. I've been saving all this up. I've been saying for my person. And here we are, 4.5 years later, and I go and I take that jump, and I have all of my dates of everything, all these excuses, everything I stopped doing, and put that energy bottled up, right, for my rocket ship leap. And I'm like, damn, when they say breadcrumbs are everywhere, like, that wasn't me just deciding on a whim, you know? Like, somewhere inside of me was like, yeah, no, girl, save this energy, because you gonna need it, and it's gonna fuel you. And it will, the way I use that energy, like the way it fueled me the other night, that satisfied me better than anything I would have been over here like, nope, not you, nope, not you. And I don't want it to sound like I have like crazy bodies, because I definitely do not. It was just like, even just, I'm sorry, like my hands are really shaky right now. I tried to drink my first coffee in all these months with the espresso in it too. Guys, it's upstairs just melting away. It's iced coffee. Like, I ain't doing that again. I'm good off the coffee. Like, I'll be the chick with tea. I'm good with that. It was a breadcrumb. I was gonna take this leap before I even knew it. And that one was like my biggest energy saver too, you know? It's so crazy. So if you sat here, you listened to this because you wanted to hear about quantum leaping, I hope it's sparking something in you. Like, oh my gosh, I stopped doing that, or I gave this up because I thought it was for this. Like, no, deep inside, like, your higher self was leaving you these breadcrumbs so that you can start building it and building it and building it. And it's so freaking awesome to sit there and see the look back and the way it just unfolds, you know, the way things start unfolding in front of you. So if you were planning on taking a leap anytime soon, or even if you didn't plan on it, but now you're like, shit, you know what this chick just said? She got sick of that life and decided to leap out of it. Yeah, hell yeah, you could do it too. And follow along, because I'm going to tell you some more of the things that I did and my rituals. Because when I tell ya I quantum leaped, right? I did it every way you could think possible. I did it out in the earth, in nature. When I was on a hike with the girls, my two little girls, my niece and my daughter, we found this awesome tree. Right? It was a whole tree. I don't know how it looked like this. It was like a conjoint tree, I guess you could say. Like conjoint twins, you know? But at the bottom, it was like split. So one tree on the left, one tree on the right. And as we were passing it, you know, I had said, oh, when I come back this way, I'm going to walk through it. Like, you know, that's an earth portal. And I'm going to take an earth quantum leap. Right? So on the way back, I did it. You know what was so beautiful? The girls were like, Dane, what'd you do? Well, my niece calls me Dane. She's like, Dane, what'd you do? And I explained to them what I did real quick. I'm like, so I just want to be my best me. So before I walked through it, I had said to the tree and to the earth and to Jesus that I'm leaving my old me back here. And I'm going to step through the tree as my best me and all the good things that are destined for me in my future, because I've worked really hard for them. And they looked at me, they're like, okay, explain us how again, because we're going to do it too. Okay, so boom, I had my earth quantum leap. And then the night that I did it, you know, I wrote out papers. And then I came outside under the new moon. I said what I wanted to say, read my papers, burned my papers. So I brought the element of fire into the leap. And then I buried the ashes in the earth. And then I quantum leapt with water as well. Like, I'll tell you guys, break it down. If you want to know more about this, please leave me a comment. Drop a comment. I will answer all of your questions to the best of my ability, give you any tips, any tricks, anything you want to know. I got you. And
I really hope somebody asks me questions so we can get this going, because I'm looking forward to it.
now I made it, I dropped it and I put it in there. So
Leave the questions.
thanks for sharing the space and this time with me, guys. I love you, and I will see you later for that awesome quantum leap video.